What's happening, folks? How's it going? Welcome back to a Left Turn Broadcasting production here. We got Front Row Racing, bringing it to you live from Pismo Beach, California. We got an awesome race ahead of us at Auto Club. Wide track, fast, but that's not the special part. We got pro drivers not only on the field, but here with us in the booth today. So we got Mike RPM here, 44, pro driver, and he is going to be joining us in the booth, and we're going to have J-Mods here in a minute show up and guest broadcast with us. So let me check in for Mike RPM out there. Mike, you there?
Absolutely. How's it going, my man?
Oh, it's doing fantastic, bud. We got a huge field today, and I'm excited to see a lot of these fast drivers throwing down some extremely wide racing, if you will.
Oh, yeah. Especially, I mean, this is going to be a couple stages here, 100 laps, a lot of pit stops, multi-groove racing. I expect it to be, 2 and 3 wide, pack racing. It's going to be intense.
Yeah, with that 4-time tire wear, damage is on, folks. So they got to be clean and careful to their cars while they're out there. And then of course we do have the pace car in. So we have the pace car format for our cautions, but black flags will always be on. So pay close attention to that as these drivers dive off that back stretch right there, coming out of 4, trying to get them cars woed up and get onto pit road on that front stretch. But let's go ahead and jump right into this to the action here. We're gonna start off with the lineup. So we have a field.
Can I join on in here?
I'm sorry?
Am I allowed to join on in here to the race?
Not yet. No, we're.
Okay.
I'm just going to do the lineup real quick, and then I'll give them the go.
Sounds
We'll
good.
wait for the countdown, and we're money. So we got. Start with our pole position. Bad Fast in that 43, Richard Petty Chevy, and we got second position is the Bear in the 95 at Gibbs Toyota. Third spot's Deadman in that 14, that's Stuart Haas Ford. Fourth place is Elvin Priest in that 13, Germain Racing Chevy. Fifth place is Scotty B in that 21, Rip Brothers Ford. Keep an eye on that one, does well with that nice little 21 style he got going on. We got sixth place is Field Filler, a little newer to the field, in that 42, Chip Ganassi Chevy. Seventh is City Fried in that 19 Gibbs Toyota. Eighth is True Death in that 3 car, the RCR Chevy. Then let's see, ninth is Kill It Like Jason in that 22 Penske Ford. 10th is Jamrock in that 71 Tommy Baldwin Chevy. 11th is is Mucka FRR, and he's in that Miller Lite Penske Ford. 12th is Wide Open in that 47 JTG Doherty Chevy. 13th is Pushrod Jones in that Roush Fenway 6 car, not Ford. 14th, Piston Piper in that 96 Grant Boys Toyota. 15th is Kurt Busch in that 1 car, that Chip Ganassi Chevy. 16th, winding out the field, is Wendell Scott in that 34 car, a little late arrival, stepping in the back and going to show us what he can get done. So, folks, what we're going to do right now, I'm going to throw a little message over. We're going to take just a second here as we're going through and get ready to get this race started. So, again, we do have the pace car format. We got Mike RPM ready to rock here for us. We got J-Mods coming in a second, and I believe Marley will be...
J-Mods is in here, by the way.
Oh, J-Mods is here. J-Mods, you want to say a little hello to everybody real quick?
What's up, everybody?
All right. Hope you're excited about this race as I am, man, because it looks like it's going to be a good one. We've got a pretty good field. What are your hopes for tonight?
Sir. I'm hoping to see some good 3-4 wide at times. Clean racing. A little bit spread out. See some big runs get generated and see what people could do with them.
Now, we got that massive draft that everyone, literally tries to stay glued to. I mean, at times, looks like it'd be one of them super speedway races. But, man, I mean, how does that really, do you think that plays a really good role into the corners, into 1 and 2, on how they fan out and get back together?
Oh, it's a huge factor. Depends on when everyone lives going into the corner, how wide they're going to take it. You'll probably see the second groove getting used quite a bit toward the middle of the run. But at the beginning on fresh tires, you're going to be trying to get everything you can out of it. So you'll see people spreading, third, fourth groove on up to the top, and you'll see that groove get narrow and narrow as the tires start wearing.
Yeah, and we're gonna have rubber build up on the track, so that'll be interesting to see how these drivers take the change of the track. And speaking of the track, we are getting ready to start. So go ahead and get on in there, boys. All right, folks, just give us one moment while we are loading up here.
There you go, Justin. Should have got the invite there. Let me know if you did not.
I've accepted it. Just waiting.
Sounds good. All right, I'm loading as well.
And same here. All right, so folks, I will be in the pace car just for a moment here. Again, you have Mike RPM and you have J-Mods in the broadcasting booth with us. So we're going to go ahead and right now we are started up here. It has taken a second to load. So they are on their green flag now. Give us one moment.
Real quick question for you, Tron. Any picks that you're watching your eye on today in the field?
Actually, I got my eye on the 19 City Fried. I know it sounds a little strange with a lot of this talent that we have in there right now, but that's kind of my pick. What about you?
I'm going to go out on a limb and pick Bad Fast 43.
All right. J-Mob, what you thinking there, buddy?
Oh, being that I've got a couple of friends in here, it's hard to say, man. I mean, you got Bear that's always strong no matter where he goes, Bad Fast. Been racing around him a lot here lately, so I mean he's pretty cool to see get some good runs in. And also Piston Piper, I actually know him from way back in the league. So
oh, no kidding.
Yeah. A little small circle,
Oh yeah.
But I'm looking to see what Bear does. You can't deny the man what he can do.
Oh man, well, give us 1 second, folks, because and guys here in the booth, because we're gonna do a cranker upper. We got Stu. It's just kind of how we get this thing started here at Left Turn Broadcasting. So give us a minute, and let's get a little noisy real quick. Let's get you guys fired up. Looks like we might have to cut that little cranker upper short there, folks, because look like we had a little bit of trouble there on that start. And look like we had a lot of cars sideways, so we're going to find out what happened here and if we're going to go under caution. And it looks like we are under caution, folks. So I'm going to go ahead and jump out in this pace car and touch base with our broadcast here and see what you guys might have got your eyes on back there.
Yeah, I just got a message from Mike that he lost connection. So
oh no!
Yeah, I went to load in and it kicked me out and lost connection. Unfortunately, I only got one invite. I'm not sure how to get back in there.
Okay, well we'll figure it out here in just one moment. Let me go ahead and get past this field real quick. Get these boys all up under the path of the pace car, if you will. All right, so pace car now up in front, has command of the lead, of the race, I mean. Now, I believe pit roads will be open this time. They will be able to hopefully get their servicing done. And yes, sir, there we go. All right, so all cars going into pit road now, getting some servicing done, putting on some 4 Fresh Feel Goods, and maybe making a quick little minor adjustment there. And hopefully we get back to racing. So you'll see the pace car well up here at the end of the straightaway. And you're going to see we're going to watch all the action as these cars come out. All right, folks. So we are temporarily under caution, waiting on these guys to get their servicing done. There's going to be a race out of pit road coming up here in just a moment. And we'll track around, everybody will get their position, and we'll send this thing back off green. And here come the cars, folks. Get mine up to speed before I get run over. Looks like Bad Fast on the exit out there takes that. And we'll get a list up of those drivers here in just 1 second as they get a little closer to us. So a pretty big field, probably some nervous drivers out there. Warming this, making those aggressive moves before those tires get warmed up. And what do you think, J-Mod?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to help Mike get back in here.
Oh,
I apologize.
No worries, copy that. Go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll go ahead and take over on this thing. So, I mean, it looked like, again, when it comes down to some of that, these tires in these cars, they have a tendency to be a little squirrely off the start here due to the cold tire pressures and a lot of that air moving around with those cars being as tight and as close as they are. But right now, looks like we are formed up and ready to rock. So we're going to send this thing green again and let her go. All right, folks, so we have green flag getting thrown down right now. Green flag, getting it done. Bad Fast, leading it out in that 43 Chevy. Okay, looks like they're starting to line up a little nicely in the front here, right off the beginning. Start gaining their momentum and their speeds up here. Build them tire pressures up, warm them up. All right. Let's go ahead and get onto a little bit wider view here. Sitting on board with that 95 car. Got the Bear. Striking the inside line right there. Underneath the 14 of Deadman. Firmly on the outside, holding up those momentum. Drag race down the backstretch. 19 car City Fried right there, it looks like. In a little different paint scheme today. You trying to trick me? Ah, nice. And that was my pick for today. So let's see how close I might beat it on this one. Wind up drafting. Everyone's really starting to sort it out now. Look a little further back. Now this is our top 4 right here. We got Bad Fast, the Bear. You have the 14 of Deadman, and then you have the 19 at City Fry. That rounds out our top 4 right here. And you see a line coming, and Bad Fast on the high and dry side. Still holding his line outside, trying to keep those RPMs up. Doing a good job. Looked like he's searching for that draft right now behind the Bear. 2x2 going into turn 1. Looks like you got a soft line of 3 cars right behind them, picking up steam and pace on these guys while they're racing side by side. Gonna start warming this field up a little bit. Got a great race there. Looked like Kill It Like Jason, Mucka, and Misty inside car. Great run on everyone's part right now. Field's starting to spread wide and apart. Got a great group of little further in the mid pack right there. Nice tornado going on between Elvin, Scotty B. Now it's a battle for second position right here. Got the 95 coming on the outside, showing some true power. And I give Sawyer, look at that. Just getting it done on the outside. Yeah, there you go.
And now I am back in here, and we are good to go. So
all right, copy that. Copy that. Now, these guys are really starting to show it down right now up in the front.
Yeah, look at Bear. He's going to make that top side work. I know he loves running the top of these big, you know, 1.5 and 2 mile tracks, and he's trying to get that run, and he's going to try to get the giraffe too of that 14 to pull him down the backstretch.
Now, as that rubber builds up on the outside line, is that going to affect him in a better standpoint or a little worse?
You know, it's hard to say because it just all depends how he's got his car set up.
Gotcha.
If you set it up for the bottom or the top, I mean, it looks like he can run wherever he wants. He just ran the apron in 3 and 4. And
I can't believe
guys can do that.
No, that's a stable hot rod right there.
Yeah, I know when he runs these league races, he doesn't just show up with a decent car. He tries to get the best that he can for these races.
Oh man, and he's putting it down right now and showing us why he's one of the best out there.
Yeah, he likes setting these cars up for long run speed, and obviously you see what's going on here. He's starting to pull away on these longer runs.
Man, and he's set solid right here. I mean, his entries, his rotating through the corner, and then of course his exit out. And he's solid all the way through. Getting that, looks like he's getting real close to that wall, trying to get a little side draft there off the wall. Nice dive into the turn.
He's going to want to arc that corner and try to get the best drive off. And just looking at that car is making me hungry for a piece of pizza.
Guys, I'm looking between the 21 and 71 here about mid-pack, and these guys are just tearing it up, just passing each other left and right. Doesn't look like they're in any hurry to get in the line. They're sending it right now on each other and seeing what they got. So not a bad idea for stage 1.
All right, yeah.
Also, you got to remember it's stage 1. So as it looks like maybe Bear hit the fence there. The 14 just took the lead. I'm not sure exactly what happened while we were looking at mid-pack there, but the 14 is the new leader.
All right, Deadman in process of trying to run away from this field right now. Deadman now has the flag. Going to try to run away from this thing. Run, Deadman, they're coming.
Pit stops have started. Wendell Scott has pulled that 34 machine in the pits here to get some tires and some fuel, looks like.
So we're doing a little pit strategy action, a little off sequence. I'm liking that. Seeing what that's going to turn out. Now he did start in the rear of the field, so he is, he's primed and posed to try some pit strategy, further his track position.
And keeping our eye on that pole sitter, the 43 of Badfast, really good run going. He's P2 right now. You also think maybe Bear's got some strategy where maybe he's saving a little bit of fuel back there or something. You know, I don't know what's going on, but just to keep an eye on that.
It wouldn't be a shocker.
Yeah, I know if there's something Bear doesn't like, it's getting beat on.
And the leaders are pitting. You got 3 of the leaders pitting.
All right, we're on board with. Oh, actually, most of the field is pitting. It looks like we got a traffic jam. LA rush here, going down onto pit road. See, everyone's driving in to get themselves their fresh feel goods and get themselves back on this track. Let's rotate up to.
Now, I know Bear recently has been bad about doing this. He's been letting the whole field pass him right before the pit stops usually would start, and then he would save about 1 lap and go 1 lap further just to have a cleaner pit entry.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
It's not a bad idea.
As long as you don't run out of fuel.
And, right. And as he makes his dive onto pit road with the rest of the cars in suit, looks like you have the 47 of wide open coming in. I missed the last car on their number, and here we go. Traffic jam.
Bear and see where he falls into line once he gets back up to speed.
Well, guys, I can tell you there is 13 laps remaining in this stage. Bear came down and probably can make it to the rest of the stage and not have to make a pit stop. I think these guys have to make another pit stop. They're going to have to come in and take maybe a half a can unless they start saving. So maybe some strategy there. I thought Bear, you know, giving up that lead like that, maybe he was sitting back trying to save a little bit of gas.
No, I did come across a little piece of intel that I can share now. But Scotty B in that Wood Brothers Ford, in that 21 car, he actually made it 13 and a quarter lap on a full run. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
It will be.
Looks like Bear lost some time there pitting by himself, but he didn't get any damage in the process.
In the draft,
but in the draft, correct.
Yep.
And he has a fast enough piece
to
get back up there.
I think you're going to see some of these guys in max fuel saving right now, trying to get to the end of this thing.
We're on the Bear now.
Stage.
And that's something that he has in the bank too. He has one lap better than everybody else.
And that will make a huge difference.
11 laps to go in this stage, so you might see a couple guys run out depending on their gearing. The 43 might be in trouble leading this the front train here, pretty much going all out at this point because he won't be able to get any draft, but we'll see.
Right. Now you got extremely nice battle going on right here. I mean, you got it's a battle for your third, fourth, and fifth. No, fifth, sixth, and seventh. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. No, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Yeah. Fourth, fifth, and sixth right here. Bears sitting in our fourth position. We got so it looks like the 42 of Phil Filler, and followed by that Wood Brothers Ford at 21 is Scotty B. Rounds out your top 6 there. Bad Fast still in lead.
Yeah, I think the 14's just kind of riding behind him. Pacing his stuff, trying to save a little bit of gas, because I really do think some of these guys are going to be about a lap and a half short on fuel unless you're conserving some stuff.
Yeah, that might be what
packs. And the 22 has let the 13 and 96 fly by, so he is definitely in fuel saving mode right now.
Wow. Lots of strategy going on here, folks.
You're just hoping to get keep that draft, and just run, I don't know, quarter throttle, half throttle, and just save a little bit every lap. That's what you got to do.
So, but in this matter, though, we did have a caution early in this race right off the bat, and they were able to splash that tank with that extra lap or so of fuel that they burnt off on that initial run. Could that play a role in some of this fuel strategy?
I think it can, but I really think those 3 drivers that pitted a lap later are the guys that could probably run this thing harder, and they might not even have to worry about fuel strategy, considering, with stretching it an extra lap.
Right.
And I've stayed on this 22, and he is in absolute max fuel saving mode, just letting people fly by, just riding the low end of the track as long as he can. And I'm trying to remember when he pitted, if it was with the big pack or the lap before.
Oh, gotcha. Right, for the caution.
Correct.
That would make sense then, because right now we're tracking as Bad Fast as our leader, so it's I know he had to take in some tires and some fuel on that one pit stop. Rotating through, let's see a little bit further back through the field. See what kind of racing we might have back here. Yep, we're on board with Kill It Like Jason.
And you can hear in his motor just how little he's on the gas.
Doing 2 mile an hour. All right. Keep up that fast work.
The 22 is limping this thing around here. He knows what he's got to do to make it to the stage without getting lapped and put himself in a hole early in this race.
Right.
And if it's running at 5,000, 6,000 RPMs, as long as he doesn't get lapped, it's not a big deal.
Right.
He can recover from this.
I do know that some of these drivers, a lot of these drivers have shown their frustrations when it comes to this fuel strategy run, due to the fact that these guys set up their cars to go extremely fast and get in this tight competitive battle up here in the front, not to really do to blow your car up thing and slow your car up to get that fuel economy and beat in that strategy due to the 4-time tire wear. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out a little bit later on, maybe stage-wise, if some of these drivers might handle them a little bit differently on track. In means of, you know, bumpings and rubbings and slowing them up a little bit to you know, ruin that strategy.
Stage 3, I can see it coming into play.
The fuel strategy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, Tron. I think these guys, they know exactly how many laps that are in these stages, and if it goes green, what they have to do to put themselves in the best position to win the race. But at the same time, no one likes running this fuel strategy game. I mean, maybe some people do, but I don't like doing it. It's what you got to do to set yourself up for a race.
Yeah, but I'm rolling that boat with you. I really am when it comes down to it. I do believe that it's, you know, because it is the 4-time tire wear, it's a 50% race. They're 2 times over the normal wear. If you were to be like on spot with your race conditions for the length of the race, it's, you know, I mean, they're 2 times over. And this is to create that.
Here it is.
There they go.
You got some people pitting here. I knew that there was not going to be a lot of people that can make it. I think Bear's in the best spot possible.
Yeah, and Bear's just stayed glued behind the 19. Yep.
And they are coming to 3 laps to go in this stage, so it's going to be close. If you stretch it and you run out, you might be in trouble here. I mean, it's going to be close for these guys.
Yeah, I flip back to the 22 and see if he's back to full song yet. It sounds like he is, actually. So he's probably prepared to finish it now.
So he must have checked his gauge, and he's good to go. Got the call from the crew chief. Floor it.
Yep.
So this is
coming to 2 to go here. The 19 just pitted, so
we'll see if Bear has didn't have enough. Oh. We are on board with your race leader, folks. The Bear, that 95 Toyota Gibbs right there, running this thing smoothly and smartly around this track.
That is actually Levine Family Racing, by the way, the 95.
The 95. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
I was just going by that.
But
you are correct. Yeah, but you are correct too.
Gotcha. Yeah, but no, but honestly, really appreciate the clarification, because I like to get things as spot on as we can. So Levine Family Racing, copy that.
And he's coming to 1 to go right now, and it looks like he thinks he's got enough fuel in the tank here. It's going to be interesting, though, if he runs out as the leader. Well, I guess he wouldn't. Would he? Is it manual stages or no?
No.
It's automatic stages.
Yeah, automatic.
So he will be okay if he makes it around here.
If he makes it around, he will be good. It looks like I don't see anybody tracking.
Is in P2 right now, and he's pretty far back though in that 21.
Yeah, and Bear is not saving anything. He's full out. I'm on board with him. He is full out.
Yeah,
obviously he's calculated this and he's had enough. Yep.
He's 4.5 seconds ahead of the leader right now. He had a 2nd place, so yeah, he's fine. He's good. He got stage 1. Great job.
I think there's going to be some guys trapped a lap down now.
Ooh.
Yep, I think so.
I think there might be five or six guys here that are going to be in a hole.
Uh-oh, man, how are they going to dig out of that? That's going to be the question of the evening, is how do these drivers dig out of these some of these holes they're going to be put in due to this fuel strategy mode.
Well, I don't know. What is your policy there when a caution comes out for manual cautions? What's your policy on lap cars getting their lap back?
First car lap down gets your lap back.
Okay.
Yep. So they will. So during a caution, we'll have. That's the only thing that's going to save these guys is caution.
It's going to be a dogfight. Yep. It's going to be a dogfight. Hopefully, cautions breed cautions for some of these guys.
Yeah. You got to go for everything you can here on the fresh tires.
All right. So far, we have
back is a lap down.
8th on back. Wow.
Yeah. That's a game changer.
We have the Bear, Scotty, Wide Open, Jamrock, Bad Fast, City Fried, Kill It Like Jason, Deadman, Field Filler, and Pushrod Jones rounding out the top 10, all the way up to 8th, Deadman. So 9th on down are all laps down. Wow. So we better breed a lot of cautions for these guys to get their laps back. So... whoa, this is going to be interesting, folks.
I promise you're not going to get it back the hard way.
No. So that means I should lag this pace car pretty good then, I think. Because I might see some pretty mean action coming on here.
I think it's going to get racy, especially for that nice spot. They want that lap back. as we have 27 laps in this stage. So once again, think about it. Could people split it up and make it one stop and do basically what the Bear just did? That's going to be interesting, because I think the Bear can do that on one stop, and I think Scotty can too, and a couple others maybe as well if they go into fuel saving mode. But it's tough. It'll be interesting.
Well, so far it looks like everyone's getting it done pretty nice. Oh, and just as I say that,
2-car incident between the 19 and I'm not sure who the other one was back there. Oh, 14's
Oh,
right
there's
in
another
front of
one.
him.
yep. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep the pace car on the track. We're going ahead and get these guys all squared up. We're going to have our first car that was a lap down. See, Deadman was 8th. I want to say it was Mucka, but I'll verify. No, he's sitting in 13th spot right now.
Yeah,
So
it looks like the
They
6
all
car.
backed it down here.
Yeah, the 6 car is getting
Push
the
Rod
black
Jones, gotcha. Push Rod Jones, copy that.
Well, just as we said it, boys, cautions were gonna, it was gonna get interesting here, and here we go. It's
Well,
getting interesting now.
Whoa! Piston.
Whoa, that was close.
A lot of skulls up here. Yeah.
There we go.
And
Pace car's on it.
96 is staying out.
Interesting strategy.
Yep, very interesting.
I mean,
there's
if you
another
think
car
about it,
staying
they're a
out,
lap.
2 car.
Yeah. I mean, they were a lap on tires here, 3/4 of a lap. So,
That fuel mileage, though, is going to be what's going to come into play.
Yeah, I
see
would
some
have
people
took
get
4
burned.
tires and a half a can here and just said, we'll chase these guys back down. I mean, I've seen so many times, even that one lap on 4 times wear is so crucial to speed with just fresh tires.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for right now. I'm waiting for the lap car to get his lap back. I think they're probably going through their pits and getting all squared away. Oh wait, unless he already took off and
He had
He's
already
already
taken
there.
off.
Yeah,
He's
gotcha.
actually back into pit road, so he's caught up now. Yeah,
Copy that.
And the 3 cars that stayed out were the 96, the 3, and the 34.
So Piston Piper, Wendell Scott, and the 3 who I can't remember who that is right now. True Death. Yep.
so those are the cars that did stay out. Fantastic.
Yes, that will be first, second, and third right there.
All right. So it looks like those guys are probably aiming their strategy on hopefully another caution. The guys that did stay out. But again, we only cranked the first lap, so they might have enough to keep it pinned and keep it held up there. But with the strength of the Bear, the 19 and the 14 for what I've seen already, the 19 the Dead Man. Okay, we got cars via goings.
Were they supposed to go here?
No.
Or
No.
did they stay out and take the wave around?
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Yep.
Okay, so those are not
Okay,
the
that's
leaders.
actually not a bad strategy then.
No, that is not a bad strategy at all. So all
You'll
the
be
lead
in the
lap
back.
cars went down because they knew they were going to be short on fuel. Okay, yeah.
And these guys are playing it actually kind of smart because they'll be in the back in the draft and they'll have the opportunity to save a little bit.
They should be pretty close on fuel, but I would imagine they're going to be good to go considering we're going to be taking the green here with 22 to go. So everybody's going to have to make one more stop, and they should be close on fuel, but if you save a little bit, you should be fine.
Well, these guys are all forming up right now, folks. This is going to be one hectic start. Got everybody trying to fight for that, try to get in front, at least in the back or further back of the pack. You have that race for that lap down. So those guys are really trying to maintain some positions, fight to get that lap back. Again,
There
this
should
is
be 4 people a lap down now. Should only be 4 with the wave rounds.
so that's actually a pretty smart deal on the wave rounds. Good for them. Now the pace car is going to pick up a little bit of speed here, get up and out the way. So these guys have plenty of room to throttle these cars, rip across this start finish line, and send us green. All right, folks, here we go.
Really good start there, and the 21's going to come down in line in front of that.
Immediately fell in.
Yeah.
Woo!
They wanted to get organized here and get rolling.
Now, don't be surprised. I've seen this. I don't want to throw a strategy out, but just watch what the bear does here in about 3 or 4 laps.
Copy that.
And if I'm the 21 right now, he might be a little bit close on fuel. Just ease up and let him ride and dictate the pace for a couple laps, and then get him later in the run. That's what I'm thinking.
Sounds like a perfect strategy when it comes down to you're saving your tires and your fuel, and you know, of course, it's going to give you a little better of a chest position at the end of this.
Yeah, but the man who isn't saving anything is the 43, who's got a big push from Deadman, and he's going to take that thing all the way outside here. I thought he was about to make a pass on Bear, but yeah, that was a big move for the 43. Took about a couple positions there away from the top guys.
In the back of the pack, I was watching the 71 and 13 taking her through 1 and 2 high, wide, and
they're 3 wide. They're looking like Talladega.
They're looking like 3 or 4 wide back there. Let's see if we can get some of that. Yeah, that's a group.
No change up front. We got the bad passengers in the 14 just made a move on Bear.
Copy that. We see that up forward of him.
It was a good move. You wonder if Bear let him go by or not. But
what did I say? What did I say he was going to do? He is in fuel save mode now.
And look at that little tornado going on right there, man. Ripping around this track.
That 14 and 43, they look really strong though.
Yeah,
when it's all said and done, they're going to be here.
On board now with that Wood Brothers Ford. Scotty B, you look like he's sitting in that 3rd spot. Trying to reel in those leaders of Bad Fast and Deadman. Bad Fast in the 43 in that red car. You have the 14 of Deadman in that black car. Of course, we're on board right now with the Wood Brothers Ford of Scotty B in that 21. And look like trying to get that
there.
Trying to get a little
19 just got loose off 2.
Uh-oh.
That was close.
That was City Pride in that Toyota.
The 6 car saved him from spinning there.
Ooh, he better be thanking Pushrod Jones at the end of this race.
I'm still keeping an eye on my boy there, Jason. That's I enjoy racing with him. We have a good time, and he's going to be up there when it's all said and done. He's just been kind of minding his own business here. He was saving fuel early, and now he's just riding. Yeah,
kill like Jason at 22.
Yes.
Yes, and he's sitting in that 5th position right now, and yeah, you're right. It looks like he's just creating himself a nice little pace here. He's kind of has a bubble between the 4th and the 6th place position. So yeah, he's riding nice right now. You see these guys starting to line up right here. Fuel save mode, I can only imagine.
Wild back there.
Yeah, this pad, they're sending responsibly. I've stayed back here the past 4 laps. They're sending responsibly, but boy, are they making it entertaining.
Woo. Right now, we are on board with Phil Filler in that 42 car.
And surprisingly enough, they're actually running down the 22 and 47.
That's impressive.
Pit road, short pitting here after he had taken the wave around. So
the 22's doing his thing again. Look at that.
Starting to fall back. You better just hope he doesn't get ran over in the meantime. Because these boys are coming, and they're coming fast. They ain't even messing around.
See, if I was him, I'd be staying right in the pack, though, drafting. That would help your cause out.
Yeah, but if you're running at that slow of a pace, you don't want to get run over.
True.
Right. Which I have seen in the past, folks.
Drop to the back here. Yeah.
Oh, but it is slight.
Wow.
Slight lag from the 19.
Wow! We just had airborne flip, cartwheel.
They all saved it and kept rolling. Yep.
Oh, my. Let me jump in the pace car real quick. I'm not sure if we're going to have a caution after that or not.
It's a 2 car? Yeah, it's a 2 car.
Right. It looks like they're still rolling.
Yeah, 96 is the furthest car back right now. He may be on the pit road.
They are backing it down. They are backing it down. Pace car.
Copy that. All right, pace car is now on track.
Not sure if we saw observer lag there or
right. Yeah, I'm not
actual lag.
Sure.
I think it was actual lag. Not sure who exactly it was from. It looked like the 19, but can't clarify that for sure. It looks like the 13 of Elvin Priest would be the lucky dog, however. And these guys are going to want to get 4 tires and gas. And it looks like they'll probably end up restarting with about 13 laps to go. So it's another one of them fuel-saving things right now, because they're on lap 12 of 27 on the backstretch.
And what you see right now, folks, pace car coming around to the top of the track, going past the field, getting ready to take pace. And we'll watch all these cars as pit road is open. And we'll see what they got to offer here. Looks like everybody's coming down pit road, getting their 4 fresh fuel goods. Now, did that hurt Wendell at all? Or, you know, maybe if they would have stayed out a little bit longer, they would have got that caution. That would have put them in the, in that perfect position, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough break for Wendell Scott. I mean, I think he short pitted a little bit. He probably had a couple more laps in it, but he probably tried to split it up. But it's unfortunate. I mean, I guess he's going to take the wave around though and play catch up again now.
Yeah, if anything, it just gave up his track position that he was already at. He's going to be in the back of the field. Unless he wanted to pit here and be on the same fuel strategy as everyone else to finish this second stage off. But yeah, it does affect his strategy 100%.
Well, Tron, you also said that before this race, he wanted to just take it easy and be in the back of the field and hang out. Maybe he's just doing that.
Yeah. You know, you could possibly be perfectly right and spot on that one, because what not of a better time to get that done than, you know, than doing these fuel modes, and everybody is trying to conserve fuel. So you might see him at the front of this pack at the end of this race.
Absolutely.
All right, we have all cars coming out of pit road now, so they will form up and catch the pack.
Now, was Wendell a lap down? Because he could be taking the wave around here.
And looks like he is.
That's the case. Yep.
All right.
That's not a bad idea. Like we said earlier, you know, he's going to be able to catch the draft and save a little while he's back there, so that's not a terrible idea.
I'm not exactly sure if he was 2 laps down or if he is only 1 now or he's back to normal. Tough to say without being able to see the leaderboard back there, but he's probably, my guess, of 1 lap down.
Well, and hopefully, pending on, you know, where his position might be, you know, he can put himself again in that spot by utilizing that strategy of fuel mode and being off sequence. Because really, I don't even know what the sequence could possibly turn out to be by the time all this is said and done and over with, because of all the different strategies. So it's going to be interesting to see.
That we don't.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to be taking the green flag here with 12 laps to go in this stage. So some of these guys will be able to make it, and some won't. It's going to be a real stretch, though. So don't be surprised if you see people in max safe fuel.
Yeah, that pace off about a second or so. Trying to save you a little bit.
Yeah.
And now we're cruising down the backstretch right now, folks. You're on board with the pace car. You have the entire Angry field behind me ready to go, man, because they got some fast cars and they're going to prove it right now for you with that 2 wide, 3 wide. Who knows what they're going to throw at us. We have all our strategies in play at this moment. And we're about ready to send it back green again. So we're coming around on that 3 and 4 right here. Pace car is going to pick up a little bit of speed, get away from the field, and duck off this course right here and let these guys rip Auto Club a whole new meaning of fast. All right, folks. Here we go. Getting ready to hit that green flag right now.
And that 21
on board back
up that gap to not let that 14 in. The 14 and 43 have been working really well together. So the 43 goes up top to pick him up. There we go.
And Jason, do you think possibly they are good friends, or maybe they're just drafting buddies today?
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with some of these guys. I do know Bad Fast, a good dude. Some of these guys, he's made friends within
he's
the
very underrated too. Kind of came out later in the season 2 Pro League qualifiers and showed a lot of speed with the top 50 best drivers, in my opinion. Contact!
Oh man, from the Pismo blimp! No, right to the pace car! Oh my goodness!
What a woof! I'm not sure if the 14 came down or Bear made contact and hooked him.
I'm going to tell you what happened.
Side
It was a jam up. The 14 kind of came down a half a car length, and Bear tried to give the 14 room, and when he did, the 19 was under him, and they all just smashed together, and there was just nowhere to go for all these guys. I just watched the onboard. It was just tight racing, and they all just got really stuck together there and couldn't get off each other.
That's a tough break because all that track position's now gone for all those guys.
Yeah, and fuel strategy's out the window there.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like all these guys are going to take fuel. I didn't see that one coming. I really didn't.
No.
Pace car is back out on the track. Heavy damage for the Bear 95. 14 car probably has a decent amount of damage as well. And the 19 looked like he got an extensive amount of damage.
Yeah, I watched the Bear take it nose first into the inside pit wall, so that was heavy contact.
On board the Bear right now.
And this is going to be big for these lap cars and Wendell Scott and some of these others.
Oh yeah, that fell right to their lap if they can get their laps back.
Well, they got a lot of damage to fix there for sure, so man, those pit crews are going to be really busy banging these things out.
Yeah, you really hate to see that accident there on the front stretch, but just a lot of hard racing.
Yeah, you're going to get that on the big guys there, man.
Absolutely.
Now we're on board with Bad Fast as all these cars are getting their servicing done here. Go with the back view of him. Watch all these cars come onto pit road, getting that damage fixed, getting that fuel that they need so desperately to make it to the end of this race. Right now you're on board with the pace car. We'll wait for everyone to come out. Scott.
96 might have took fuel only here, or 2 tires. What to see?
Wow.
And the Bear is still sitting on pit road, heavy damage.
Oh man, so that's going to take them a minute then.
Luckily, there's stages in this race. It's a long race.
Absolutely.
Hopefully tempers aren't playing right now, and hopefully these guys, worked out the situation. I don't see any blame put on anybody there. I just think it was hard racing.
Well, Bear has a car that has the front end of something you see at locals Saturday night dirt track. I think it's all narrowed up in the front, man. You'd love to see it.
Okay, looks like we have all of our cars together on track, so we are going to be paving off the pace car here and sending this thing green right now.
And we have a new leader, old friend of mine from a previous league way back when, Piston Piper.
All right, go Piston. I was really hoping to see what he's going to throw down today.
And he came off out of everybody's radar. He came out of nowhere here the past few weeks. He's been starting to make some ground and make a name for himself. I'm curious to see how he does here and carries on that momentum.
All right, let's go on board with Piston. And Piston Piper is our race leader in that 96 car.
Oh, someone just got sent, the 22. Yeah, you see the difference there from old tires to new tires. Just the 21 got a huge run off of turn 2 down the stretch. Fuel strategy out of the window now. Yeah. It's just
now it's just going to be just a floor it, pin it, and every way in it for this thing to get down to the green flag here. That checkered flag. These guys are really starting to move now. Look at this, 3 wide in the back.
Yeah, they should be a lap good on gas here. So run it hard and go full send.
This is going to be great right here. We got Elvin in the 13 car on the outside.
The whole race too, yeah, and they're moving up here to the top 5. You got the 13 up there, the 42, the 1. Now they're all bunched up. Let's see what
the
one just missed turn 3.
4 wide in the back.
On the apron.
Oh,
the field, yeah!
He's saving it and keep racing.
That's beautiful.
Nice
Just still banging doors.
Oh, you know, they are kind of like 3 and 4 wide
They're
there.
sandwiched in the middle of it. They're 3 by 3 by 3 going
All the way
into 1
down.
and 2.
Bear just shoving the 42 ahead of the 96.
Woo! That is a pack of cars,
My
folks.
goodness.
All chasing the 14.
And J-Moz, this is what you said before the race. This is what you wanted to see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're handing it to us on that silver platter right now. It looks like we're
We'll
still
see how
on
tame
board.
they come with 3 laps to go.
Oh, it looked like Bad Fast going for a run on that 21.
Not sure what happened to Jason. Possibly fuel issues again. I'm not sure. He's about 2 seconds behind the field right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I watched him, I think it was the first lap as they were taking the restart. He got sent into turn 1 straight up to the
Oh, okay.
wall.
Well, that-
I'm not sure if he wrecked or not, but he went up that high.
And unfortunate circumstances for Piston Piper. The 2-tire, no-tire strategy did not pay off. In the back of the field.
Yeah,
Struggling with handling issues, it looks like.
Yeah, they came by him pretty quick, but you know, he's going to maintain and keep his car straight and get it back up the next stage.
Guys,
On
and the
board
cream
at
is
the-
rising right now. Look at the 14 and 95. They were caught up in that wreck just a little bit ago.
And
That
now
was
they're
one of the
working
last
together.
ones off pit road. Now they're working together in the top 5. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy, the talent.
I think they both knew, you know, maybe one driver made an error, maybe the other one made an error, but I think they just said, hey, let's shake it off, let's put on a good show, and now they're pulling up to the front 2 over here, and I don't expect anything less as the Bear 95 makes a move onto the 14.
Yep, he's on the bottom right
He's
there.
going to have help with the 1 car.
Oh, contact!
Oh, wow.
Woo!
Maybe this
Mikey
isn't over
might
yet.
have to
That's just a little hey, how you doing? I'm here.
That was a little love tap, like, hey, I'm still upset with you.
I have not forgotten.
You see my car, right?
Yeah, this ain't over yet between these boys, maybe.
They have got some
Meanwhile,
fast
these
pieces
guys
out
have
of them.
pulled away. Oh man,
Yeah, that was
21
a
in the 43.
That was a pretty big tornado that was going on there, so I can imagine that was blowing them up as giving those two a chance to line up and
That wasn't easy.
gain.
That wasn't easy what they were just driving through. That was not easy, so kudos to all those guys.
They were in the middle of 3 wide for
Literally.
a lap or so. Yeah.
Great racing getting thrown down. Loving it. Again, folks, if you're tuning in late, you got some pro drivers on track. You got the pro drivers in the booth, man. You surrounded by them today, and they're trying to put a little schooling down to front row racing. And man, what a battle it's been.
Yeah, you know, I might end up racing one of these races next week. Get out of this booth, but it's been a good time up here tonight.
You would be,
Yes, sir, I appreciate it.
you both would be greatly welcome to come on in here and run us for the money on that one.
Well, I mean, we raced with you guys in the public lobbies the last few weeks, and it's been nothing but respect and fun time. And y'all have been giving us a run for our money and stuff. So, you know, let's see what we can do. You know,
that's what pro racing's trying to get done. I mean, they're stepping up. And you see, they got some talented drivers in this field. I mean, not only do they have their cars set up to go fast, they know how to control them, and they're lasting. So that's showing a huge portion there of what they're trying to prove and throw down on this track right now.
This pack of 4 with Bear leading the way is running down the 21 and 43. This is going to get interesting at the end of this stage.
Yeah, why they're side by
we
side.
had 2 to go with 1.1 seconds back to Bear 95. So they're going to get to him, I think.
Yeah.
3 wide, they'll have it.
This is actually the last lap. The last lap.
Last
right
lap,
it is
right
the last
now.
lap.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Last lap.
Well, they don't have a chance unless the 21 and 43 messed up.
And I think Bad Fest is just going to hang out here and be content.
Yeah, smart.
Looks like it.
Very smart of them.
And
They're just sent it into 3. My
Who
God.
said?
Look at that, man. What a run, dude.
I'm very impressed with Scotty B. That dude shows up, has very fast race cars. You know, he's definitely one of the top guys on the low that people don't know about for sure.
And what's amazing too about Scotty B is that is he's a chameleon. He can blend into any track. Impressive, and you'll see his name not only on the leaderboard on the main, but you'll see it in all time. You know, he's fast every which direction he goes. Short, mids, and short and the road courses. So I think he's going to be possible next up and comer here. So keep your close eye on that Wood Brothers Ford. That 21 is Scotty B.
Yeah, he might be taking the little youngster Slade G's ride next season. I love my buddy there, Slade Graven, but I just wanted to troll him a little bit there.
There you go.
Can't discredit him, but he can do either, man. He's quick.
Absolutely.
We are on board with Bad Fast, sitting second position, outside row.
This is the final stage, fellas. Looks like we are going to have about 37 laps to go as we take this.
Two-stop stage, I'm assuming?
38 laps. 38 laps. So, I don't know. It's 2 or 3 stops. It depends how you want to race it.
Oh, and man, that 47 was wide off.
If it goes green, which is a whole different thing.
Right.
Yeah.
In the middle of this pack has been a hornet's nest, so I'm curious what they're going to do here in stage 3.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure patience. You know, they're all you know, probably boasting it and, you know, practicing it, but it's going to go right out the window here in a second.
Oh, absolutely. There's no patience up here for this week.
Nope, not at all.
Wants it, the 21 wants it, the 14 wants it, the 43 wants it. Yeah. Slight contact, but everybody continued racing there. Looks like the biggest loser out of that one was the 14-43. As the 21 says, "Bear, move over. I want to lead this thing."
He's like, "I got to go, man."
We'll see if he can clear him. I don't think he's going to be able to. Bear's probably going to get the rundown front stretch here if he has a little bit more help. It looks like they're going to go side by side.
The 96 just came across the 22's nose and sent him into the infield.
The 22 is going hard up into the wall.
Not sure if the 96 got loose, but I just flipped on board with the 42 and watched that happen.
Oh, no.
Will that one-car incident bring out a caution?
I don't know. If it's a one-car incident, normally it doesn't happen, but if there is another car involved and it's just and it did cause that car to spin, normally they'll bring that out.
Okay. Pace car, be ready. We'll see.
I'm in this thing.
Yeah, I'm on board with the 42 to listen if they're checking up after they cross the line here.
There is no checking up.
There is no checking up.
They are racing.
They're gone, man. Whoa! Contact a little bit. Hold on, dude. Woo!
Man.
That's up in that. Yeah, what the? Look at this. Pismo blimp cam right here. 13 getting a run. All up on that bumper.
And we have not talked about Elvin Priest, the 13.
No.
Very under the radar public custom racer who's shown some decent speed at a lot of tracks.
Here they come, ripping by the pace cam.
Recovered nicely as well from his stage 1 incident where he put him in the back of the field.
Yeah, it's funny how, you know, those fast cars, they always seem to get their way back up there as they are just racing like crazy right now.
They're not messing around.
That 3rd and 4th line I was telling you about pre-race is getting in some use right now, boys.
And now you're going to watch this draft at its optimal best right here with that Pismo blimp cam. Look at that, Bad Fast in the 43 sucks up on that one car of that Kurt Busch. Wow. Now the
95 is taking the 13.
Whoa, 3 wide for the lead, folks.
The 95 and 13 generated a huge run in 3 and 4.
Outside the Bear and Elvin. 3
if he can get a run, he's going to be all right here off the 2. The 19, though, what a drive.
Stacked up 3 wide. Trying to hold on to the back.
Looked like Bad Fast got loose off the 2. There's still 3 wide bouncing off each other back there.
Trying to hold on to it.
They're going to lower that down. Contact with the 21 and the 95 as well. We'll have to see what happens here.
Yeah, I'm on board with the leader. I'm going to see if he's checking up. I'm not hearing anything checking up.
They keep racing. Yep.
Nope, they're gone.
Unfortunate for the 2 Penske teammates, they just got the bad end of these these wrecks.
Oh, the 14 just caught the apron here in 4th place.
Man.
Well, that gap the field up though, so this is where strategy is going to come into play.
Yep.
What card are you going to play?
I think you got to bank on another caution and go hard.
From the way it's shaping up here, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually comes true.
3 and 14 just made slight contact too. Man, these guys are bouncing off each other. It just shows that they're able to control these cars for the most part and not wreck each other.
Looks like the 21's slowing down.
They are backing down.
Right.
So it was a delayed caution.
Alright, delayed caution, and I'm out.
Teammates.
Wow. Boy, they are not afraid to get some feathers ruffled up here in stage 3.
Oh, absolutely not.
I mean,
With
they are
about
full
30
send.
laps to go right now, too. So I think
Man,
Q
30
is out
laps
of the
to go.
equation yet here.
No,
I
on a fuel
wouldn't think
run.
it's out of the equation yet.
I don't know.
It's
Justin.
hard to
I don't
say.
see
It's so
anybody
hard to say.
stretching at 14 laps. That's saving 3 laps of gas around the 2-mile track.
Is everybody on the lead lap?
I think all but about 2 or 3.
I'm going to say about 2 or 3,
maybe.
yeah. So yeah, if I were them, I'd stay on board. Get your lucky dog the lead, or the wave around that he needs, and just stay on the same gas cycle as the leaders. That's all you can hope for. Because I don't think there's going to be the last caution.
No, I wouldn't think so either. I mean, there's too much racing going on out there. I mean,
Yeah.
and again, these boys are handling it. They're holding on to it, but at the same time, when you're 4 wide going through that turn, 1, 2, whatever, 3 and 4. I mean, it's just a matter of time before some kind of arrow. It's not even the driver slipping up. With all that air moving around you. Like I said, just a matter of time before it loosens up that car. As we've seen what it did to Badfast, while he was sitting in the middle of that crazy tornado.
Yeah, and expanding on that, you don't want to put yourself in any deeper hole than what you already were from stage 1 and 2. So staying on the same pit cycle is going to help make things a little easier here toward the end.
It looks like we're on board with Scotty B right now. Who just got the battle off pit road.
That was a close battle off pit road.
Very.
Is it too soon for a Larry Mack trends of the race?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think we still got a lot of racing left ahead of us, and Lord knows what's going to happen here on this one.
Absolutely.
All right, so pace car is wound up at its 70-ish mile an hour, just about the temperature here at Pismo Beach. So we are running it pretty tough here. Everyone's forming up behind us. Looks like all cars are in the pack, ready to rock here.
Now, one thing I noticed, I did not see a wave around, so I'm assuming all cars are on the lead lap.
That is going to be pretty cool when it comes down to it here. Stage 3, all cars lead lap, fresh tires, full tank of fuel, adjustments, trying to stay up with the track. Here we go, folks. Laying it down. Scotty B on pole in the Wood Brothers Ford.
Oh, 96 just...
Looked like we had a little tire slide there. They'll probably break loose traction.
And that gap the back of the field there on the outside line, so they need to try and get in line here and stay connected.
You see all the cars getting the speed here. There's the 95 of the Bear right there.
And look how tame they just did that. Everybody single file from 4th on back.
Yeah, they knew exactly what they're trying to get done right there. And look who's back up there and towards the front. You got City Fried, the 19. My oddball pick right there. I'm telling you, I saw some speed in him in practice through the week, so I think he got himself a pretty good hot rod. Whoa, little contact!
I think Badfast thought about making it 3 wide. There's no room for it. Luckily, they keep on going.
Yeah. Luckily, hopefully there wasn't a lot of tire rub or on contact-wise when it comes down to any kind of damage.
And fortunately enough for them, they didn't really lose a whole lot of time to the leaders, so it should be okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it looks like they calmed it down here a little bit. You got some passing in the middle of the pack here, but for the most part, it's pretty tame here, just getting single file and pacing in everything out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Bear wants to pass Scotty either. He's just giving him a shot down the front stretch and the back stretch. So
It's like Bear doing Bear things.
as we came to 27 laps remaining that last time by. So it's getting down to crunch time here, boys.
Yeah, it is. So we have we see Scotty B and Bad Fast 1 and 2. You have the 19 of City Fried. Oh, I'm sorry, the 14 of Deadman in third. The 19 of City Fried in that fourth position. Bad Fast in that fifth position. You have Elvin Priest in the 13 car. He's in sixth position right now. Followed by, give me one moment. We scroll through.
And there goes Bear doing his fuel saving
Oh,
stuff
man.
again.
And they're starting to spread wide up there in the front. Here we go.
I don't think there is any way to say
Look at
fuel. I
this.
mean,
3
you
wide
gotta-
for the lead, folks. You're on board with City Fried trying to prove a point. You got he
they're
got
3 wide for the
There's gonna be
lead.
Oh,
huge
yes.
shot. 19 going to the bottom.
great shot by the Bear. I hope you all seen that one.
Yeah, he's dictating where that leader's going to be going.
Man, he sure is. Like 3 wide, still holding strong back there. Bear, the lucky guy in the middle there.
Yep, here comes Bad Fast. He's been hanging out this whole time.
Looking underneath
Priest
Deadman right now.
catching back up.
Pick to win it. Yeah.
Got 7 cars in the lead draft now.
How about Elvin Priest,
Oh,
too?
yeah, he's making his charge up front. But look who we have on the bottom of Elvin in that 3 car of True Death, who's been showing himself some pretty decent speed as well.
Yeah, I was watching him earlier. He was staying in the middle of the pack around like the 8th, 9th, 10th position. Wasn't really losing any positions either, just mainly held his ground. So good to see him trying to make some gains here.
Yeah, you know, he had himself a pretty fast car throughout practice through the week that I was noticing as well as I was chiming into these boys, kind of seeing where they were at. And, yeah, I think that a lot of maybe his problem why he wasn't running a little more forward of the field was all that aero being stuck in all that traffic. I mean, it's hard to get your car to really set sail.
Whoa! That was close.
That was close.
Yeah, it looked like the 21 got really tight off of 2. Him and Bear almost made slight contact there.
That's what I saw.
It looks, and then now they're about to go 3 wide for the lead. So this is just going to bring everybody else up and get them closer to the pack, and it's going to get interesting.
Man, great racing right up front. You think it'd be last lap right here, but it ain't, folks. We still got a little bit left. Don't worry.
And we're closing on pit stops in about 3 to 4 laps. I would expect these guys to take 4 tires of fuel.
And this is going to be the money stop here. You cannot make any mistakes getting on there. You can't get a back flag. You cannot get ran over. You can't run somebody else over. So you got to be communicating with your competitors out here if you're in the same party together and try and get this all worked out and get some clean entries to pit road and clean exits.
The 3 got a big run. I thought Bear got a big run and passed 2 guys. The 3 took advantage and watched behind him. Oh, it's like contact. Looked like Bear tried to get a little side draft on him.
19 thought about making it 4 wide there.
Meanwhile, the 14 is licking his chops, saying, "Come on, keep racing, boys."
Yep. Some great battling up here in the front pack.
Got 21 a little bit loose off of 2 there.
Got some messages here. Gonna read them out.
19.
Got looks like we've got a league is setting the bar. Great action, great racing, fantastic. Like that. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that, bud.
Well, the 6 just got into the wall, coming off the 4.
Man, these guys are just getting it right now, man. They're not giving up here in the front. And look, man, here comes that 3 car. True Death. Trying to show his speed up here. No, he had a fat. Whoa! Bear trying to hold on to her. I don't think he got contact with that wall, but he was close. Got Bad Fast right behind him on his 6. Elvin all over him and Scotty B, so they got themselves some extremely tough company. Meanwhile, you got Deadman and True Death trying to check out here with City Fry right there. It looked like possible half door shut there on the Bear, but man, still spooled up and running fast. Look like Bear looking great on the outside here, getting his run, taking it past the 19 here of City Fried. That gives Toyota.
I'm looking back here at the 1 car of Kurt Busch. He's trying to get the troops rallied back here, get single file and start pushing, but they got too much. Oh, and they're all hitting right here behind the one.
Oh, the 3 not going to make it in. Maybe he did.
Oh, maybe he did.
I think he made it.
Man, right when you were talking about it, here they all come. About it's super crucial to get on and get off pit road for this money stop. And man, you just spoke all about that.
21 and the 95 looks like they're going to go an extra lap here.
Wow.
Yep, smart. Get a cleaner entry. Because all those guys had to check up for each other. So.
And a kill it like Jason.
Benefit.
Wide open on that same strategy. It looks as if they're rounding around the track as well. Wendell doing the same thing.
Yep, these guys are going to pin next
round. They're pinning now. All right. Let's see if these two follow. And yes,
woo, he saved it.
It's in there though.
So entire field pretty much is now on pit road, coming off pit road now. We got the battle. 14 off. Deadman. Battle off that pit right there. Let's zoom back. City Fried. Bad Fast. Possible Elvin Priest right there in the 4th spot. Look like you might have Deadman, or I'm sorry, possibly the Bear in 5th spot right now. You're going to go ahead and scroll back just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm staying on board with the 21 to see if potentially he got a black flag. I'm just checking.
Okay.
We'll see if he comes out with Bear.
He got in there loaded up. Yeah, he should be fine.
There he goes. Yep, he's coming out with Bear. Yep. So no black flags on pit road for the 95 or the 21.
Okay, we'll keep it on board with Scotty B and the
Holder asked the lap count, and I believe we're about 17 to 18 laps to go. So just a heads up there for him watching.
Copy that.
And, appreciate the viewership.
Man, it's been awesome. You guys, killer job. And here we come. There goes the leader of the 14, the Deadman. Yep.
Look how valuable it was to have pit road entry be very clean. The 95 and the 21 picked up 3 spots each.
Yep. And now they have fresher tires. They're in 2nd and 3rd. They'll be able to line up, hopefully carry that speed and momentum to the front and control this race pace.
Yeah, that 1 lap fresher tire is everything.
Yes, sir.
People don't understand that, but it really is. It's a big thing to have that 1 lap.
And it's still a 7-car lead pack here.
Man, yeah, these guys now they're starting to line up right here. It looks like Scotty B is getting a nice run. Gonna help Deadman here, or help the Bear get past Deadman.
Yeah,
Bear's looking outside.
Yeah.
Scotty B's going with them.
I think they want to push each other out here and see what they can do between them here. As we came to, I think it was 16 laps to go, so they're gonna have to make another stop, obviously.
Yes, yeah, well, one more, and then man, but still they're trying to. Oh, here we go, 3 wide.
3 wide.
21 backs out of it, and it looks like I was surprised. I thought he was going to go with Bear there, but he took the bottom.
43 and 19 made contact on corner entry there.
Uh-oh. Look at they're holding together nicely. Bear on the outside.
21 comes back up with him.
Yep.
Give him some draft.
I want to throw a special mention out here. Look in 7th place. Remember we were talking about his weird strategy earlier? Wendell Scott sitting in 7th place.
Man, I was curious. I was really curious. Yep. I was very curious to see where he was going to land in this one. Because that's a smart and methodical driver right there. If he doesn't have the fastest car, he's still going to give a good show and a good run by using some strategy.
Now we got the front pack broke up into 2 packs of 3, so we'll see what Bad Fast can do, leading his pack back up to the front 3.
Got a nice, just 3-car lineup right here in the front. So let's go ahead and stretch back a little bit and see what we can find. Now this is the 2nd battle right here. So this is 4th, 5th, and 6th. Woo. Fighting for a nice tight position right there. These boys are going to hopefully try to line up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a textbook side draft.
Carries up momentum. Elvin was looking for that crossover move on the inside. Couldn't sustain the grip. Falls in behind and goes for the drop.
Screaming them to get back in line.
Yeah, I would be swinging on him too because the Bear has literally pulled these guys to about a 1.2 second gap with those fresher tires. Him and Scotty B have been working together, and the 14 has been tagging along, who has shown a very fast race car all day.
Yeah, at this point, you're at a spot in the race where your errors have to be minimized. Anything from here on out is going to cost you your position. So.
And of course, that chance to, have that catbird seat at the end with this last round of pit stops, and then they gotta.
Oh, and Bear's getting past.
Let's rotate
Three
forward.
wide, I think.
This is gonna help pull that other second line possibly closer to them if they get racy here, which I did not see this happen.
I didn't either.
Oh wow! Yeah, that second line is starting to pull a little more forward. They're cutting the time down. Oh yeah, they're lined up really nice right now. They're seeing their opportunity.
Yeah, and we've seen Bad Fast. I mean, he qualified on the pole, so he's got it.
And the 19 dipping on pit road.
Maybe splitting up this last stage and short pitting is my guess.
Does he have any? Yeah, he's got some followers. The 3, the 42, and the 96.
Some of these guys short pitting. It's not a bad idea, but it's
nope.
Oh, we got Deadman. A little contact there on the outside, blowing him up. Scotty B and Deadman utilizing that, taking advantage, and capitalizing.
These leaders are going to be pitting in about 2 laps, I would imagine. That's my guess.
Now we already have, so we have the first round of pits, or the second, last round of pit stops for this back group that consistently pitted a lap before the leaders.
There is a caution out. Or no, there is not. No, there is not. I was surprised, but how the pace they backed it down there in that corner. But no, they keep rolling here. Let me get a lap count.
All right.
And they maybe.
Yeah, looks like we're at 11 to go or 10 to go.
Yeah, 10 to go. 10 to go. 10 to go. Coming to 9 to go.
I wonder if Bear didn't just let him go, so he had to clean her entry. We'll see. Nope, staying out.
Well, he's gonna stay out. Yeah.
Wow.
One more lap. All right.
95.
Woo!
Be able to go farther than the other guys.
True.
My guess is they pit here, or else they run out.
But I
of
would
gas.
not pit by myself if I was Bear. I'd have to pit with some company this time.
All right.
I mean, these guys are the 3 leaders are the only ones out here. They're going to have fresh tires. I think this race is between these 3 guys.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, it looked like it's boiling down to that. I mean, again, but we still have to get them on and off pit road, so that anything can happen there.
This
and
is
here
coming
comes the
to
14
8 laps to go.
by himself.
And Bear and Scotty are still out there with 8 to go.
And they've been running at speed.
No, they've been on a good pace. So.
Wonder if
You think these guys are taking 2?
If I was some of the guys that were third on back, that's probably your only shot.
I think the 21 and the 95, they take 4. And low fuel, they're going to be sailing. They only should have to take a can and a half, I would imagine.
Yeah, something like that. But you got to have step 1 first. Let's get on pit road clean. So let's see what happens here.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right.
Wow.
Okay, loaded up nicely.
Going into pit road too.
Yeah. 21 made up a ton of time there.
Yeah.
Look at that drag race on. That's awesome. All right, rotate out on track, see what's kind of going on the field. So far, it's going to rotate to our leader.
7 laps to go, by the way.
City Fried, Elvin, and Deadman. It looks like the 19 and City Fried.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him Chicken Fried.
I like that. I like that.
He's a lap count, but I believe we're at 7 to go here.
Yeah, it looks like 7 to go, yes.
These guys, the leaders did take 4 tires, but here these other guys come. I just don't think they can hold off these guys on 3 or 4
the
laps.
fresher tires. And they're going to be in their draft as soon as they get off.
And they're already coming up to speed. Yeah.
This race is between the 14, the 95, and the 21.
Yeah, 21. Yep. But I've seen crazier things happen before, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the 14 Sims are on down
Yep,
under the 13.
yeah.
Well, he knows he's got to get as far away
yeah.
from the 95 and the 21 as possible.
And the 43 has shown speed on the beginning of the run, too, so that's someone you want to have in your mirror here.
Give you that kind of push you're looking for to get you out away from this. Oh, yeah.
And the Bear and the rest of these guys have ran away from the 21.
6 laps remaining in this race. 6 to go.
Man.
We'll be coming to 5 to go next time by.
Look at the pull Bear has. That's the difference right there.
And
those tires
Scotty's
are
Scotty's got to get there. He can't let Bear get away here and the 14 get away. I mean, we're coming to 5 to go.
And here comes Bear back to P2. 14's just tossing them all across the track, trying to shake that draft. Well, Mike, looks like Bears or the 14 is doing one of your things here. If you're gonna pass me, you got to pass me up top, bud.
5 laps remaining right now, and that 14 is going to try to, get that momentum, maybe get a little side draft. These guys had issues early in the race.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. I forgot about that.
Now you think that's going to play into a role here at the end of this? I mean, man.
It's not out of the cards.
We'll see.
The 14 is going to be getting past here because of the fresher tires, but he's going to have the catbird seat riding right behind Bear.
Yep.
And we're at 4 laps remaining in
Man.
this race.
Here you go, folks. Counting it down. You got the
Don't
Bear,
get
the
out fast
95.
either.
Yeah, Bad Pass on
really
some
surprised
killer
with
run.
Scotty. I thought that he was going to be.
They're coming.
95. Scotty's got to waste no time here. Here comes the 3 laps to go. Here he's got to get by Bad Fast and get
back in without losing time. Oh,
it looks like he made a mental mistake there and hit the apron. That's going to kill his outlap here for the exit.
So hopefully he can utilize that Bad Fast trap to keep his momentum up, so he can try he might have enough room.
Is the 14 backing off of Bear to pick up these other two to generate a huge run and leave Bear sitting?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so
really
either.
Don't.
Or do you think Bear is that strong just pulling away?
I think Bear's that strong, honestly. I really do. Because, I mean, Deadman's been one of the fastest, but when it comes to Bear and just his overall speed, of course, with his consistency and, his lines alone, man, you get him out in front, get him that clean air, and so far what I've seen right now is he's able to pull these guys, by some car lengths.
Yeah. There's no holding back now.
No,
Coming to the white flag next time by.
Here we
Not
go.
sure if they have anything from Bear here. I know the 14 is trying. He's overdriving that car hard in 3 and 4. Trying
Bear's
to get
just
to him.
shaking that draft on.
Yep. Look at him weaving back and forth like, no, don't go back.
But this helped Scotty. Scotty just got under the Bad Fast car.
Yep.
I just don't think it's enough time. I don't know.
That pulls him up into that 3rd spot. But here we go, across the line.
And Bad Fast back for the check over.
One lap to go in this race.
Bear is cranking it right now, and Deadman's doing everything he can in his power right now to power this thing out, getting the kind of a run he can so he can just do that full send right into 3 and 4.
Yep.
Mark it, go to the apron.
Yeah, dude!
That was close.
That was close. That was a hell of an attempt.
That was awesome.
That was clean, 14. That was clean.
That was really close.
I thought he got, but he's a lap too short.
And the Bear takes it.
Why didn't he do that with 2 or 3 laps to go? Man, he closed the gap doing that.
Yeah, that was clean. He gained a ton of time.
Yep. Oh man, that was.
Yeah, great run, a great ride for those guys. Let's give you the run out here. Looks like we got the Bear, Deadman, Scotty B in 3rd, Bad Fast 4th, Elvin 5th, City Fried 19 6th, Jamrock in that 71 7th, Wendell Scott, all right, in the 34 car coming in 8th, 9th is Mucka in the 2 car, 10th is Pushrod Jones, 11th Field Filler, 12th is 22 Kill It Like Jason, and that kind of ends up my list right there. So I got you the top 12 there. There we go. One of Kurt Busch is 13th. And waiting for the scroll. But our stage winners is the Bear and Scotty B. So we have stage win for the Bear and stage win for Scotty B. That's going to look good for some points right there. It's got to be, coming out with that strong third spot, podium finish. Get those boys over here. So we'll have Deadman Scotty and the Bear joining us here in the booth. We'll get Bad Fast as well. All right, rounding it out. 13th is Kurt Busch, wide open in 14th. True Death in the 3 car, he's 15th. And Piston Piper rounds out the 16th spot in the 96 car.
Man, that's unfortunate. The 3 car was running in the top 8 for a majority of that race, and unfortunate to see that finish.
Man, yeah. I mean, again, there's some strategies going down too. I mean, did they take some two tire like Piston did, and
right.
he got himself put himself in a pretty pickle there. So right now we're going to send over a little invites here. Get these guys over. Give me 1 second. Wow. All right, give me 1 second here. I am getting everyone over. Dead Man, look, we're going to throw out the fishing pole. We got Dead Man first, reeling him in. Dead Man, dude, what a run for you, bud. Why don't you get us started while I'm getting everybody else in here? Oh, hold on 1 second there, Dead Man. There we go. There you are. Okay, go ahead.
I'm wore out. Man, that was a heck of a race.
Oh, I can only imagine. You guys were just throwing it down left and right, man. Tell us about your race. You were running up there in front. You're battling with the Bear, Bad Fast, Scotty B. I mean, you had your hands full no matter what.
Yeah, we did. We had a good car. I was really pleased with my car all week. I haven't really touched it since about Wednesday. Learned some new things. Just really brought the car to life. But, yeah, running with those pro guys, man, it really seems to help. I feel like I've gained a lot of speed here lately.
Well, it definitely looked like it. I mean, your car was handling beautifully. You had the speed. I mean, man, where did you think that you were lacking there at the end? You did that one of the gnarliest dive bombs on that last lap right there, bud. That was fantastic.
If I got this bumper, I was going to use it. That's just all I can say.
Hey, that was one of the cleanest dive bombs I've seen for the last lap, so that was awesome.
Yeah, if I'd have got this bumper, I was gonna pull an Earnhardt. I wasn't gonna wreck him. I was gonna rattle his cage.
We were hoping.
Looked like you're close up on him there.
Yeah, he had a lap pressure tires on me, and I know he went lighter on fuel, so I had a full tank. I wanted to play it safe on fuel and didn't want to run out, but hats off to him. He played the strategy right. I may have pitted too early a couple times, but hats off to the Bear. You run a good race, Scotty.
Man, well, that was a fantastic run for you right there. I know we've seen Wendell Scott. He just jumped in here in the lobby. Can you do me a favor and send an invite over to? We need the Bear and Bad Fast over in here.
I asked him to come.
Okay.
I asked him to come.
Okay, there's Muck. Thank you. All right, Muck's in. I didn't see you jump in. Perfect. Wendell, man, so you started in the back and you finished 8th. We were all contemplating on where you were gonna end up there because of your crazy strategies you're kind of unleashing there.
I had a real bad run there, especially in the first stage. I kind of screwed up on the pits in the first stage, so I knew my first stage, I had to chalk that one up. And I just focused on trying to, make the right moves for the rest of the race and see if I could, get a top 10 out of it. I mean, that was all I could do. I gave it everything I had.
Oh, you did what you were setting out to do right there, bud. And you did a great job doing it. So, I mean, again, great run for you. Got some good footage of you, maneuvering your way through that tornado that was back there. Holy man! I mean, that was some intense racing. You got 3, 4 wide. And I mean, how was your car handling all that aero when it comes down to it?
Well, my car handles pretty good. I'm just suffering with speed. I mean, obviously, you know, I was the slowest car in the field. I qualified last, so I knew I'd have to depend on either other people's inconsistency or mistakes, or I was going to have to, you know, out-strategize, you know, other drivers. And first stage didn't go so well. Second stage got better. That last stage, I felt like certain things fell in my lap, and I made all the right decisions. So, you know, I was able to pull an 8th out of it. I'm pretty happy. 16th to 8th. I can't be mad at that.
No way at all, man. Great job tonight. All right,
that was gonna be my question for Wendell. Was did you stay committed to your strategy the whole race, or did you just have to make some audibles on the fly?
When I start out, I got a game plan. After screwing up so bad in the first stage, I had to do a little bit of, you know, audibles in the second stage. But by the third stage, I was right back on my plan, and it worked for me. You know, so yeah.
Man, it worked out nicely.
No,
worked out really well.
There he is.
Getting it done, man. Really good job. All right, so now who else did I see pop in here? Did I see Bad Fast pop in?
Bad Fast the Bear.
And we got Scotty B in here as well?
And Scotty B, yes.
All right. Let's start with Bad Fast, my man. Dude, you had yourself one heck of a race. Nice fast car. I mean, you went through tremendous adversity. You were there's contact out there. There was maneuvering through a really aggressive pack, and your outcome was amazing. You're still up there, you know, podium finish.
Yeah, it was all right. We got behind there a little bit towards the end of the race, and whenever those three, I think it was Deadman, Scotty, and Bear, they got out to about a second lead there, and that I never could get that fully back there at the end of the race. I got close, but I burnt my car up trying to get to them. It was crazy loose at the end, but overall it was a pretty good day. Yeah, good racing.
Man, well, you definitely were putting on a great show out there. What about that? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What about there was a moment where you had us all like hold our breath. Yeah, but there was this one initially where you were like, there was 2, 3, you know, there's two, you know, there's one car on each side. You're sitting smacking them on this 3-wide venture coming out.
Coming out of two.
Yep, and you had a car in front of you, cars behind you, and it just looked like your car decided to do something that you weren't really wanting it to do.
Yeah, it just lost the air on it and started just slowly turning loose, and there wasn't nothing I could do except go down, and I think I got into Kurt Busch and Mucka, and then come back up into Elvin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just lost my car right there, and I guess I was in a dead space of air.
Oh,
3 wide in front of me, and in the middle, 3 wide behind them, and yeah, it just took off.
Yeah, you were definitely in the heart of that tornado for sure. Yeah, that was.
My car is usually good off 2 there. It hardly ever breaks loose like you see a lot of cars, you know, just crazy loose off there. But in that situation, I guess it just it didn't like that situation, I guess.
Well,
I mean, I was driving fine. All of a sudden, just slowly loose.
Yeah, well, I mean, just with the save and the driving alone by everybody in that situation at that moment, man. Hats off to you guys. That was fantastic. We were all, oh!
Definitely big size.
And then, of course, I mean, I know we're all dying to know about these fuel runs and how that was playing its role. I was going to touch a little base with all drivers on that one. Were you finding yourself in a fuel battle?
Well, just the first stage, really. I don't know how Bear saved those lap or 2 that he did. My car
3-gear setup. That's how he did it.
Yeah, I was pretty sure. I'm
never
never good at saving gas. My car drinks the gas, so yeah. Mine says 11 laps. I get 11 laps. You know, that's it.
Yeah, well, for no fuel strategy, you did a fantastic job keeping that car where it needed to be. Man.
Heck, I picked you to win there, Bethess. I thought you had a really good car. Just maybe the fuel mileage a little bit off, but other than that, you were up there.
Yeah, that was a stout performance.
First couple of stages, yeah, and just got off there just a little bit at the end, and Bear got out in front and started centipeding them around, and that was it.
No, it was just some impressive racing all the way through the field.
Agreed.
From the front of the back, front packed, middle packed, back of the field. Everybody was a small tornado of some sorts rolling around this track. I mean, aggressive driving, beautiful lines, side by side action. We saw that sidecar drafting. Every different line taking a play, and not just drivers sticking just to the outside. They're on the inside. You're thinking they're going to be a high line running car, and all of a sudden we see the bear flying, across the apron. We're like, well, we weren't expecting that. So, man, what a great race by everybody, dude. I was real proud of you, Bad Fast. Thank you so much for putting on a great show.
Yes, sir. That was fun.
It's got to be. You got your ears on?
I got you.
Dude, man, you were just, you there, man, had something going on there for a long minute. You were battling with, I think, a little bit of everybody up there in the front and the back, too, trying to run through. Man, give us a lowdown and a recap on your race, bud.
Yeah, pretty solid day, besides getting the win. I mean, we had a finish second in the first stage, won the second stage, and third in the, third stage. I think that's a pretty good day. I know I probably caused a wreck right there. Well, I did cause a wreck right there in the first stage, and then ended up having to stretch it on fuel and get that second spot. And then second stage, the bear and them got collecting that wreck, so he had bad track position coming that last restart, and I was able to get up front and stay in front of Bad Fast. And basically, it was just we set sail from there. No more problems. And like in the last stage, I had a lap fresher tires than second and third right there, and they kind of, I don't want to say held me up, but I couldn't really get to the leader right there in the last stage. Kind of hurt me a little bit.
It seemed like you had yourself a pretty good run. I'd say, like, as Mucka likes to put it, but you only need to, like, maybe one more lap, right? Maybe two more lap.
I needed to get to that 95 cars draft is what I needed, and I had to get by the 43, and then by the time I got to the 14, it was too late.
Man, that was an impressive run though, all the way through, because you fought yourself from the back all the way through. A fierce field all the way. To get to the front. I mean, it was not an easy battle, because these guys are not just your everyday Joes driving around this track right now. I mean, they all have some talent out there, and they're gonna make you work for it. And you worked really hard, so really good job getting that car up to that podium finish. So. Stoked for you, bud.
Definitely satisfied.
Oh, you got some points in this matter. You finished up in that top three at the end of the day, taking home a stage win. Can't go wrong. That's gonna help your points efforts, because see, you're still in the top 5 in points, so that should help you considerably.
I'm just glad we got to race, and it didn't come down to fuel mileage on a big track like that.
Yeah, I think we all are, man. That was and it was some exciting racing all the way through. So great job in that Wood Brothers Ford in that 21 right there, bud. You got anything for him, Mike?
I'm here.
You got anything for us, Scotty B?
Yeah, man, great race. I really thought that you were gonna, get to Bear and maybe have something for them at the end, but it kind of looked like you got jammed behind a couple cars there on couple lap older tires, but that's just racing. That's how it goes. But great race, dude.
Oh yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
I agree. I counted you out there with when you first cycled out on pit stops. I saw you start to drop back from the front 4, and I thought you were out to lunch there for a minute, but then you somehow gathered it back up and pulled back up in there. So that was a nice job, bud.
Well, I knew that at that particular time, I had enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage if I went into save mode, and I saved fuel and just instead everybody had a pit besides me in the 95, and I think the 47 he was able to make it on fuel mileage that first stage.
Yes, sir.
Man, well, did a great job doing it, putting it to where it needed to go, though, man. Great job there, Scotty B. Appreciate the hard run and of course the great show you put on.
Thank you.
You got it. The Bear, you out there, bud?
Come on with it.
Oh man! Well, how about you come on with it? You did. You put it down. I mean, I don't know if you're doing your fuel strategies or what you're doing, but you had us guessing the entire race, man. We're like, well, didn't see that one coming. Nope, didn't see that one coming either.
He didn't have me guessing. I knew what he was doing.
You raced side by side with him in that pro league too, so I can imagine. I can imagine his son.
Too many laps together. Too many laps.
We knew we had a good piece here today. First of all, shout out to Front Row Racing League for letting me come in and run with them tonight, and shout out to Left Turn Broadcasting. Tron, you do a good job, man.
Thanks, sir.
Really good job all the way around for everybody. Good, solid race. Started out up front, did what we needed to do there. We were just running around, saving fuel, just making sure we can make it to the end of the stage for the stops we need to make it in. Played right in our favor. We took the first stage. Started the second stage, and me and the 14 were side by side there, and I think the bumps kind of moved him on down into me, and we got hooked together, and I went into the inside wall at about 190.
Yep.
I watched the video, and you guys hooked together, and then when you tried to get off him, the 19 was under you, and y'all all three hooked together, and I mean, you guys wrecked.
That was heavy damage, and
it was a racing incident. Yeah.
If there's anybody that watches a bear race, knows there's going to be something crazy happening. All right, I mean, it's never smooth sailing for me. Always some kind of adversity to come from. So we restarted in the rear there in the middle of stage 2, and I was able to drive back up to the top 3 right before the end of that stage. And I said, all right, we got our track position back. Let's just maintain it here. And we had a slew of a few minor yellows here and there and whatever, and it finally set us up and staged it up to the finish. And I knew that it was going to come down to me, the 43, the 21, and the 14. I felt like those were the best cars all day long. I felt like they had the speed that they needed to beat me and keep up with me. So I just thought to myself, well, the only thing I could do is set myself up with have the freshest tires possible at the end of this race. So I was going a lap longer than the 14 and the 43 to make sure of that. And so when we come down to inside 10 to go, when I heard they were dipping off the pit road, I said, all right, I'm going to take it one more lap. Then we're going to pit me and the 21, made a solid pit road entry together. I got off, and we blended in right in line with them guys, man, and they started racing and let us make up ground on them, and off we went.
Yeah, that was truly impressive as well. When it comes down to, I mean, because we got that all actually with the dive onto pit road for your final pit stop, getting those last set of tires and your splash of gas right there, and then that drag race, down pit road right there. Because Scotty got himself one amazing entry into you and gained some time, and you guys, I mean, it just looked really cool on camera, especially, but. And then the way you guys came off of pit road in sequence, I mean, you look like the Blue Angels out there, like you knew exactly what you're doing and how to do it, and and we're gonna set it down and get it done. And man, what a fantastic race! Now, did you get a little concerned on that last lap when you saw that 14 car do that mad dive bomb on you?
No, I knew he was gonna come in there, and I knew he was gonna send it in deep, and I was just like, well. If I can get into the corner before he does, unless he just clobbers me, there's no way he's going to beat me off the corner driving in that hard. So I just ran my line down in the corner and held it on the white line and powered out of the corner and brought her onto the house. I knew that I couldn't just run a straight line the last 4 laps. I knew that if I was going to have any chance to maintain the gap I had, even though I had fresher tires, it was going to even out. It always does. So I had to, I just used the conga line down the back straight away and up the front straight away. I would move. I would never give them a direct line of draft to my rear deck lid on the last couple of laps. And it just so happened to be just enough for me to get the W. So, and again, strong competition tonight. Nobody in there has got nothing to hang their heads on. It was a hell of a job by all of them, and we had a good time tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Really do, man. That was again a great show, and appreciate everyone stepping in today and coming over here, putting something on for the fans. Because honestly, when it comes down to it, that's what we do this for. That's why we have this broadcast channel. That's why we try to orchestrate these amazing clean races that keep you on the edge of your seats. It's all for you out there, folks. I mean, and that's what we're looking to aim for. We're trying to do the best job we can, and these drivers definitely did the best job they could tonight, and it proved it all the way through and through. So make sure you follow these pro drivers on their road to victory throughout the new season that's getting ready to kick off for the Pro Series. So make sure you like and subscribe to them, and me too. Don't forget about me, but just make sure you pay attention and follow these guys along. I mean, we had the Bear, He drives a 95 car. He's in that race today. You had Bad Fast driving, he hits 43, that red car out there today. You have in the booth, you had J Mods. Thank you so much for helping out. And then of course we had Mike RPM in the booth today as well. And man, just throwing down some really fun commentating. Really appreciate all their help and candor in all this matter. So again, great job to everyone today. I think we tried to set out to achieve something great here, and I hope we achieved it, and got it done. So, but yeah.
Hey, Tron, I want to give a shout out first of all to the Bear. Great win today, buddy.
Yes.
Super impressive. And I want to thank you all for hanging out with us guys over at Front Row Racing. We really appreciate it. And,
no problem, man. Thanks for having us. Yes, sir.
Hey, the reason why we came over here is because y'all are competitive and race clean. That's why that's why we came over here and had a good time with y'all.
We try our best. You guys are welcome anytime.
Racers, and that's why we did it. So.
Well, these boys work really hard to achieve what they've done so far. I mean, you should see and you pros know just as well as the amount of hours that it takes to build these cars and get them competitive.
Absolutely.
And these guys do the same.
That's what
over
you'll get
and
on
over
the big
again.
jobs, man. You have to put in the hours to get on the big jobs.
Yep. I completely agree with that one. And again, all these boys are doing a great job. Mucka, thanks again for putting on, an amazing league right here, bringing all of us together to demonstrate some of this talent and show you some pretty hardcore racing. So, but folks, we're going to take up too much more of your time. We appreciate everyone for viewing today. Again, make sure you tune in to Front Row Racing and Left Turn Broadcasting. Of course, you're going to see lots of great things coming from us from this direction. And again, please follow your pro drivers, show them your support. They're out there getting it done. And again, you got to see some of their races, man. It is intense. You will be on the edge of your seat. And of course, the telecast is hands down. It's what I'm looking to achieve up to. But again, it was a great day for everyone today, man. I really appreciate everyone coming out. Thanks again to the guys in the booth, Mike RPM, J Mods. Thank you guys. Appreciate it so much coming in here. And
thank you for the invite.
It was a pleasure.
Oh man, no, pleasure is mine. And then of course, Bad Fast and the Bear. Thank you guys again for showing up and running these guys and showing them where the money's at. You guys did a great job. So again, until next time, folks, keep it pointed the right direction. Keep it fast. Try to keep it clean. See you next time.